All right, we are live with Target Financial. This is your girl, Rashida Roberts here, your favorite educator, your favorite financial coach. And guys, I'm a ghost right now, so let's fix that. And we're not going to be mad about it. We're just going to keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. All right, let me fix that though, for real. All righty. I think it's trying to do green screen, and you ain't got the green screen. Here we go. All right, there you go. Now we are good, and you guys can see me. All right, guys, welcome to Target Financial. This is Rashida Roberts with the Cash Flow Combo, where we talk about crucial conversations in the lives of everyday people. And today, as you guys know, I've been telling my story each and every day, and I was supposed to start this an hour ago. But I see I have some late night people that are up like me, and lo and behold, if I had to go to work, actually, I'll say if I had to go to work, I would not be up at this time. But look, I'm always up, 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So, hey, I'm single, and that's what singles do. Like, we can go to bed when we want to, right? But I am I don't know, uncultured single. I don't try to do the norm. I know how to get up, do all of the washing and then go off to work. But at nighttime is when the brain starts percolating. The nighttime are when those intelligent people are up thinking and creating. So, all right, we are going to get to the topic today. And today I am talking about, and guys, I'm going to be brief because I'm tired. I was going to sleep. But I wanted to talk about why you're paying so much in taxes, why you're actually still paying taxes, right? So part of my story is that, I got in a lot of debt. And now I talk about it like, oh, it's so casual. I got in a lot of debt. No, I need to be mad at that debt, but I mean, I am tackling it. So I am so proud of myself. I am really proud of myself. And I'm really proud of myself, like just the way I've been handling things. Because if y'all knew, like just everything, and I'll have to tell it, later on, like, super open transparency, but I got to get through it first. But I am not as stressed as I could be. Like I could be totally stressed right now. And I'm live on Instagram. So if you see me looking over there, that's because I'm trying to connect with my audience over there. But a lot of you guys are still paying taxes, right? So in order for me to get to where I am today, not paying any federal taxes on my paychecks, is that I had to learn some stuff, right? I had to learn how this society works, and I had to learn how taxes work and everything. And okay, I hate to say this, but look, we're all about transparency here. We're all about, not judging, and we're all about making sure that we just, in order to erase all the stigma around money, and in order to erase all of the reasons why we stay broke, we have to talk about money, and we have to talk about money issues and the things that we've been through and the mistakes. Okay. And I'm pretty sure the things that I don't know or didn't know are things that other people do not know and didn't know at one point in time. And so one of those was how to actually, I just didn't know about taxes, a lot about taxes. I knew about my W-4, just when I originally signed up. That's it. I usually put a 0 and a 1. That's what I knew, but I didn't know that it was to control how much your taxes were taken out of your paycheck. Like you actually control that. The government doesn't control that. And I had never read the whole form together. I didn't know how my standard deduction worked and all of that, and deductions and different things like that. Like I had pieces of the puzzle here and there because I always did my taxes, and but now that I know so much, I know that I was leaving money on the table. I know this for a fact. And so I've been a, I hear people call it all the time, call it different things. Tripreneur, a serialpreneur, but I have tried it all, right? In order to, every time I would rack up debt and, now I'm trying to find some way to get out. My first thought was, okay, I need another stream of income because I have tried Premier Jury, selling energy with Ebbet. What else did I do? Mary Kay. Um, what else? Um, oh my gosh, so many companies. I'm trying to think. What else did I wouldn't say get suckered into. Um, But what else did I try? I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure at some point in time it was something. But there's always, will change your life, right? But what I didn't know is that I could already streamline the money that I was already making, and a lot of us don't know. We're out here working super hard, and which, hey, nothing wrong with working super hard now. Um, but we also need to know we need to know as well how we can maximize the dollars that we're already making. And instead of just giving you all of the information, okay, the what, how can we actually do that? That's something that we're going to be talking about at our Reignite conference. Just to let people know like how to do things. I'm talking about it now. You're getting the what, but we also need to get the how. All right. And so I made sure that, well, I'll put it like this. As I got into the know, right, I started minimizing my taxes. That's like the first step in the strategy that I learned with some other companies where I was being a tripreneur or a serialpreneur, right? Because I've done photography too, but I actually people still ask me to do photography, so I still baking, all kinds of stuff, guys, all kinds of stuff, right? But what I didn't know, the secret sauce, is that those businesses that I was trying so hard to get to help me supplement my income would actually be the real sauce, the real secret sauce to helping me pay $0 in federal taxes. Man, I just didn't know. And you don't know until you actually know. And so that's all you can do, right? But it's so sweet. And some people play around with their tax money and they owe because they don't have the proper deductions in order to actually lower their tax obligation. Now, there is something called tax avoidance and tax evasion. All right. If you are trying to evade taxes, right, then that means that you are, that's illegal. Okay. It's illegal. But now, if you're just trying to avoid taxes, then, you can be, you're in a better position, right? Just by trying to avoid taxes. Because avoiding taxes is not illegal, and companies do it all the time. Some of those companies being Amazon, right? Some of those companies being a lot of about, let's see, oof, of 1/5. I think I want to say 1/5 of, well, 100 companies out of 500 companies in 2018 paid about, the average was 0% in federal taxes that they actually paid. That's pretty impressive, right? Because when I think about it, I probably paid, I remember one year I had to pay, and I was like, how is that possible? But anyway, they paid $0 on making like millions and billions of dollars of money. while some of us are making $20,000 and $30,000 and paying, a couple of $1,000s. Not that, some people, they make that money. That's good for them, right? But some of us, we can't afford to be out here, paying, paying that money. We need our money. We need our money. And so we have to make sure that we're doing what is right for us and minimizing our tax obligation. And so I'm a little distracted, guys, because I'm over here trying to do two things at a time. So one thing that you want to do is change your W-4, right? And you're going to get back your tax money on your paycheck. Instead of giving it to the IRS all year to hold, you want to get your tax money now as opposed to maybe later. And I say maybe is because maybe later may never get here. Okay. And then at the same time, it depending on when you file your taxes, if you don't get them in on time, you could lose out that way. And then another way is if when you look at the end of the year and you look at your pay stubs, you can look and see how much they have taken out of your paycheck, all the taxes that you paid throughout the year. Well, when you actually get your return, are you getting all of that money back? And so you have to think of it in that manner. Okay. So one way to start minimizing your taxes is, especially for employees, I work, so I do pay taxes. And your labor, some people don't know that your labor is actually taxed more. Okay, so one, if you're an employee, go ahead and redo your W-4. Check it out, update it. The IRS actually has a website. I will quickly, let me see if I can share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. This is going to be my entire screen, so it's going to look a little crazy, because I like to keep a lot of tabs open. Right, and then I am going to just type in the IRS. Oh, look, I already have it up. IRS withholding, called the estimator or calculator, whichever one. But just I already have it up so I could do a search, but here it is with the IRS. All right, so this estimator is to help you, okay? They're gonna ask you to make sure that you, oh, I'm already at the results, so let me start at the beginning. Number one. All right, so they're gonna ask you to make sure you have a few things, and it's gonna ask you a few questions, and you'll go through this to estimate how much money that you're either overpaying or that if you're paying, then that means it's gonna say a refund, and if you're not paying enough, it will tell you that as well. So I like that it's really visual, and you just go here, do your filing status. Okay, I'm single, so I would put that. No one else can claim me, so I would put that. I don't have any dependents, but if you had dependents, you would put yes. Okay, I don't plan on claiming anyone. All right, and so if you're on Instagram, you can't see this. You have to follow me on the gram. I'm sorry, you have to follow me on Facebook, or you could look at, we also have a group called I Dream of Financial Success. So you could join the group. I'm streaming in there, or you can go look on YouTube at the Cash Flow Combo, or search for Target Financial. All right. Step 3, it's going to ask you about your income. It says, do you or will you hold a job this year with paychecks from which federal income tax is regularly withheld? And you're going to say, if you hold a job, say yes. Now, if you're a contractor like 1099, then usually your taxes aren't taken out. Okay. So you're answering, all right, do you have a job that has paychecks and your company takes the taxes out for you? Okay. How many jobs do you expect to hold this year, and include the jobs that you no longer hold? So if you expect to hold, like you're switching jobs, you're quitting, you're going to have a new job, you could put two, okay, or one. I'm going to expect to have one job, right? And then it says, will you receive income from a pension this year? No, right? If you don't know, understand the question, you can always click on the little button over here. It says a pension. If you receive retirement benefits in the form of a pension or annuity payments from a qualified employer retirement plan, all or some of the amounts you receive may be taxable. Okay, and then you can also visit this topic on the IRS's website to get more information. Okay, I'm not going to be receiving any payments. So that's a no. And then it says check all that apply to you. Okay, so you're checking all other sources of income and tax payments, and then you choose your demographics, which it says, will you be 65 or older, and if you're blind or not. Okay, and then you're gonna go next. Okay, and you're just gonna make up, or you're not gonna make up. I could possibly make up some items here. Do you expect to hold this job the entire year? So you could say, depending on, it just depends on you. So you would have to do, okay, so it's going to ask you information about your pay stub. So you have to have your pay stub with you, and you can go ahead and fill all of this information out. All right. I'm going to stop sharing, but I just wanted to share that with you all. There we go. And we're back. But that simulator will take you through different things. That's how you, and the form that you get, you would send into your, you're going to send it into your HR department. Now, your HR department actually gives you the form upon hire, but your HR department is actually not legally able to help you fill out your W-4 form, okay? Because they don't want to be responsible. And I don't want to be responsible as well. So you have to do that for yourself. I can show you how it should be done, but I can't necessarily do it for you. But the how it should be done definitely does help people. So that's an example that I could help somebody with, to fill that out. And once you fill it out correctly, then you give it to your HR department, and that's going to change your that's going to change how much taxes that you're paying on your paycheck. Now, who helps with this? What professional person helps with this? Legally, your tax professional can help you with this form. Enrolled agents with the IRS, okay, and accountants may be able to help you, because they are it depends on the type of accountant that you have, not just well, I'm not going to say that. All right, so get the right person to help you with that. Again, I can always show people examples, but I am not responsible for you choosing to take certain withholdings out. And but some people go overboard because they want their money now. So I wouldn't play like that. You don't want to owe, but you definitely don't want a refund as well. Okay, you should be trying to get down to zero. Alrighty. Oh, so that's one way to minimize your taxes. And so that one strategy really helped me to jump start. Okay. A lot of times we're in financial stress, man. We just need a booster. And that is a great booster, especially if you kind of got a nice, you already have a nice salary. But a lot of times, even us people who have, they're making a pretty decent salary, they are broke because they're not managing it well. All right. So strategy number one is to minimize your taxes. All right. What are some other ways you can minimize taxes? You can make sure that you are maxing out your retirement funds. So if your employer has a retirement, like a 401k, if they are matching, let's say they're matching up to 3%, you put in 3%, they're going to put in 3%. Okay. If you put in up to 6%, they're going to put in up to 6%. So don't miss out on the free money, because what happens when you put your money into your different retirement plans, that is going to lower how much taxable income that you have, right? And this is probably easier. It'll probably be easier when I have my class, my 6 weeks course, that people can see how these all work together. Because I'm a visual person, so you need to see the numbers. But paying into 401k plan or some type of retirement plan, like an individual retirement plan, a 401k plan, a 457 plan. Okay, they have different ones. Um, the government has like a thrift plan as well. Military, they have their own plan. So actually paying into those for retirement will lower your income. Another way to also lower your taxable obligation would be to put your money in a health savings account. Okay, because the IRS gives, you're going to get benefits and deductions for doing the things that the IRS say, like, hey, we want you to have this, right? And so if you put it in a health savings account with HSA, that will also lower your taxable income as well. And so, like, if you're in a 22% bracket, how you continue to lower your taxes if you put more money away for later. And let's say you put away, ooh, I think you can put, depending on the types of plans that you have, almost up to about $59,000 in a year's time. Okay, that depends on your age, and it also depends on your the type of plans that you have available to you. When it comes from, like, different types of IRA accounts, 401ks, different types of 457 accounts, different retirement accounts. Okay. Now imagine being able to put away $20,000 and you made, $70,000 or even $60,000. Okay. That's going to help you lower your taxable income because of the progressive, the way our taxes work. They're progressive. So if you happen to be, I think if you make $70,000, that's going to put you in a 22% taxable income. So that means the IRS you're going to go up to 22% being taxed. And so what that you putting $20,000 in retirement does now, it lowers your income down to $50,000. Okay. And so when you have $50,000, you can look at the IRS website for your standard rate on how much your taxes would cost you. And that's going to lower how much you actually pay. All right. Okay. Look, it is 23 minutes. I always say I want to be on here for 5 minutes and keep it rolling. All right. And then, I mean, there are other ways to, like, it depends, like, another big way, and I just briefly mention it because I'm a entrepreneur, but your business, man, you need a side hustle. I don't care. People sleep on affiliate marketing. But guess what? If you run it as a real business and you are out here trying to make money, then you actually can use the same deductions that a top 400, I can't talk tonight, y'all. Top 500, a top Fortune 500 company uses. All right. I have a book and it's not in here. I got to put that book back in my office. It's called 475 Ways that Small Business Owners, deductions that small business owners can take. 475. That's not privy to employees. If you're not an employee, if you're an employee, you don't get these same deductions as a business owner. And so everybody always says, not everybody can be a business owner. I bet you if you saw the deductions and the rebates that business owners can get, you would find a way to be a business owner. Okay. That doesn't mean you have to aspire to be like this grandiose, um, item or whatever. And no, we know there are some laws that may keep people out of certain areas based on, having felonies and different things like that. But a lot of times, business having a business it opens up the door. It's like you get more freedom when you open up a business. Imagine, like, people don't even understand that, we look at people getting out of prison and, being in jail and different things. We want to shun people, right, for all of their mistakes that they've made in their life. And people legitly are trying to turn over a new leaf. But guess what? A lot of people come from prison and they start businesses. See, they were using their talents and hustling for what our society says is wrong, and they shouldn't do that, right? But now imagine if they took that same hustle, turned it around, and actually started a business. But when you go into business, you don't ask that owner, um, hey, you ever been in prison? You got a felony? You don't ask them that. You go in there for whatever service they provide so that you can get that service. But on the resume, you got to put all your life history, right? So um, just think about that. But again, like I say, businesses owners get more deductions. Now, think about, I'll tell you about, let's see, 2018, let's see, Amazon. They pay $0 off $1 billion in federal taxes, right? Like, they even got a rebate. I call it rebates. Or a lot of times they'll say refund. They got a refund of about $179 million, guys. 179. Can you believe that? And we're worried about putting a zero or a one on our W-4. You better control those taxes. Come through, control your taxes. Get your money now, because tomorrow is not promised. We are running out of time every single day. Do you think the IRS is calling you up or calling your family up anytime soon to say, hey, we owe you some money? No, they know they owe you some money, and they're not going to send you a notice they're not. Heck, they owe me money, and I lost it because I didn't get my taxes turned in time. But that's the fun part of all of this. They can pay us when they want to, but yet we can't file when we want to. You see, it's not an equal balance. There's not an equal balance here. And so this is why control your dollars, pay what you have to, but don't leave money on the table by overpaying your taxes every single year. All right. Why do I do this every time? 5 minutes? I need to be quiet. Y'all tell me to be quiet. It's time to go. It is almost 30 minutes in, and I am talking. I think I did a little rambling, but that's just a little bit. But seriously, minimizing my taxes is the very first step that I would encourage anybody, especially if you're working, if you're an employee, to go ahead and get that money. I've seen people get $200 to $500 back. I've seen people get about $1,000, $1,000 back. Okay, and so I have two offers, and I forgot to put my offers in there. There's two offers, right? Two offers. One is for my book. Okay, it's on pre-sale. All right, it is in the editor's hand, and I'm so excited because I'm really excited for you guys to actually read it and implement the steps. Okay, this is not a cookie cutter, fluffy. No, I really want you to make some changes. Make the changes because you will see the results. And so if you get the book, all right, I will invite you to my 6 weeks course. This is my beta course. and it's going to be at a heavy discount. Okay, and that's one of the things that we're going to be teaching. Okay, I'm going to show it over here first. Okay, week 1 is going to be a foundation course talking about increasing your cash flow. But week 2 is all about minimizing taxes. Okay, y'all see that? Minimizing taxes. Week 3, we're going to be talking about ways to increase your cash flow now. Right? 4, tackling debt. Week 4, tackling debt. Week 5, your emergency fund. And then we're gonna, because that always gets me into talking about budgets, right? The emergency fund. And then week 6 is all about budgets, because it's gonna take you, look, when you start doing a budget, oh my goodness. When you start doing a budget, all right, it may take you to, you might need 2 classes on that. So that's why I put week 6, week 5 and week 6 on budget. All right. So if you buy the book, guys, the book is $24.95. All right. But it's going up. So it will not stay there. But right now it is. So if you get the pre-sale, click the link in the bio. If you're on Facebook, click that link in the description and buy the book. I will get you a special price into the beta course. I would love to spend 6 weeks with you all for free, but it's time to put some skin in the game, right? It's time to put some skin, but it's going to be heavily discounted. When I say heavily, I mean heavily, because y'all, we cannot, man, I'm just telling y'all, the prices are going up. So I don't want you guys to miss out. The only thing that I'm going to be asking for a low price is for testimonials, because it's going to be so tiny. I've already worked out where I want it to price. Actually, this is kind of like the pre-course to the big group financial coaching. And so if you want to get in that course, okay, go ahead and get the book, Find Your Spark, 7 Steps to Ditch Stress and Ignite Your Financial Lifestyle. And also, and then the second thing is, if you want some tax professionals, offer number 2, if you want tax professionals in your life, and that's enrolled agents, certified public accountants, we have credit repair specialists. We also have debt elimination tool, and you get the financial experts who will help you build wealth. Now that is a membership in its own, and you have 24-hour access to your membership. You can email, do a phone call, consultation, and you can also chat with them in instant chat. And so you have experts at your, I would say, beck and call. It's not like you can't just ring a bell and they're there like that, but they are actually pretty fast. And so I am partnering with a fantastic community to provide that membership service. It is so, when you think about all those services, if you just go see a financial advisor, that's going to cost you about around $250 an hour. If you're really serious and you're going in trying to, get your portfolio and items done. All right. So I want you to take advantage and show up in your own life. Okay. Get the book. Right. The book's going to help you. Right. But I want the 6-week course to be there for you while you're waiting on your book. And the 6-week course is definitely going to give you pretty much the blueprint to a lot of the things that I talk about in the book, right? But I think it's actually kind of a little bit its own little niche. So there are other things that I will be talking about and bringing to the table for you. All right. So, man, ladies, my singles, my educators, okay? If debt is something that you're serious about this year, go ahead and get started. Do something. If you don't know what to do, you just need some advice, hit me in the DM, right? Don't be afraid. I will answer your question to the best of my knowledge. Okay. So yeah, that is it. I think I'm not, I think I'm going way too far over just my talking. So, but I hope I help somebody in some significant way. You guys have a wonderful night. Um, Again, you can reach me at www.thecashflowconvo.com. Y'all can see it right there. Okay. Right there in the above my head. And you can catch me on all social media at Target Financial. All right. This is Rashida Roberts, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful morning because it is very early. Very early. Peace and God bless.